Hello UO, and welcome to Cozy Clubby Corner, your one-stop shop for all clubs and organizations on campus to help make your time here comfy and cozy. Find out when and where club meetings are held, learn about upcoming events, and best of all, listen in as we find out about the various groups you can join. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. This week, we have Q&A meeting Mondays 6:30 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. in Mott 108. Tuesdays C3 meets 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. in the Cutler Student Center. Wednesdays Earthbound meets at 10 a.m. in Mott 104. Comet's Cupboard happens 12:30 p.m. to 4:30 p.m. in the Cutler Student Center. Pride and Place happens 3 p.m. in the Health and Wellness Center. And then finally on Thursday, BSU meets 5:30 p.m. to 6:30 p.m. in the African American Culture Center, and QTV 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. in the Library Theater Room. As midterms begin to approach here on campus, not a lot of events are happening. However, there are some midterm study sessions and de-stress sessions that are happening. Monday, which will be yesterday as of the time that this episode airs, in the Shippard Hall, we have Apples and Academics midterm study session, which is hosted by the RA Gwen. On Monday as well, there was the affirmation station with international treats, affirmations, as well as playing football apparently, and that's over in Blair Hall, so definitely eat your heart out if you're in Blair. I don't personally live there, but that sounds like so much fun, and I hope y'all enjoy that. When it comes to other things happening this week, besides the typical clubs and organizations, there is a stress management session with peer coach Caitlin over in the Health and Wellness Center on Thursday, October 9th, 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. So that definitely sounds like fun. If you're really stressed out about midterms coming up, definitely check that out. Even though there are academics that you have to focus on in college, you also don't want to stress out so much that you're basically pulling your hair out every day. That doesn't make it fun for anyone, and it's just going to ruin your time in college. So definitely make sure to focus on your stress levels and just get through these next few weeks and you will be a-okay. I promise you that. So yeah, that's all that's happening this week, but that's okay. Because sometimes you need a break, and that's all right. It's okay to take a break. It's okay to need a break. I need a break every once in a while. For this week on the podcast, we will be talking about the Comet Activity Board. So shout out to them. Unfortunately, because they're super busy, could not get an interview with them. However, I'm still going to talk about them and promote them to the best of my abilities. And please keep in mind that I still have the highest amount of respect for them, but if I don't sound as passionate, I am very sorry, and I guarantee that the people on this club are very indeed passionate about what they do and what they bring to campus. So even if I don't sound like I'm that passionate, I promise you, these people are absolutely amazing, and they just have the most amazing time with all of the things that they organize. Right out of the gate, what is Comet Activity Board? So from what I understand, they organize activities around campus, as the name kind of implies. And they also help promote clubs, which is so amazing. Even just today, as of me recording this, they posted a little thing about Comet Connections, which if you haven't checked that out already, please do. That is with WOCR 89.1 The One. On Thursdays, I believe, is when their show is. And super fun. Super amazing. So far, a very popular show. But Comet Activity Board doesn't just sit to the side and promote clubs and events. They actually organize things. So anything involving SGA, organizing things, Comet Activity Board is right there with them, and they're helping, which is so fun. And they're just amazing people. They did so many things involving organizing for homecoming week. They even posted a little homecoming recap on their Instagram, which is just so fun. And when you look at the videos, you can tell so many people are having fun on that day. Even if it was super early for the parade, people are still having fun. They still came out to do it, and they're just having a wonderful time. Like, look at all these amazing people. Oh my goodness. And there was the Magic Club, which we interviewed last week. Oh my goodness. You know, this is just so fun to look through their Instagram while recording my reaction. Oh, there was Jack Webb. Oh my goodness. Oh yeah, definitely check out their Instagram page because they have so many fun videos from homecoming weekend and even homecoming week in general. That's pretty fun. I'm currently looking at the yard show video that they have on their compilation there, and they're just so fun. They're all having fun. It's amazing what they do. Oh, they played musical chairs? Oh my goodness. I totally should have been there. Guys, I should have been there. You know, this is exactly why I'm telling y'all to go to events, because you never know. Maybe there's something that you would have really enjoyed and you completely missed out on it because you didn't show up. I should have gone to the pep rally. Bad on me. I should have done it because this looks like amazing fun and I wish that I did it. Guys, sue me. I have not been promoting events as well as I should be. So sorry about that. Ooh, the little party thing that they had after the homecoming game late at night, which I'm sure was very fun, but I completely understand if that's not necessarily people's cup of tea, if they're just like, I just want to go back to my dorm because I'm overstimulated. And that's exactly why this past week was very good for de-stressing after that and unwinding. Comet activity board, super fun, and I am actually seeing that on their Instagram they have meetings on Thursday 3:30 p.m. to 5 p.m. so I'm guessing that means that they are open to new members, so definitely check that out and try to get involved in that stuff because that'll be so fun. Just get involved, get out there, get involved. When it comes to Comet Activity Board, if I remember correctly, there's actually a very lovely member on the Comet Activity Board who is super fun, and I've actually interviewed briefly at Midnight Breakfast, if anyone's seen that, which it was, and I am so sorry if I mispronounce this, K. Pelray? K. Pelray? Let's say KP. KP. And she's super fun. She is so energetic, such a live wire, and I just love that about her. You know, in the time that I've been a student here, she has always, time and time again, been super involved with fun things around campus, and this is just amazing. It's amazing that her and many others like her are coming together and organizing events and activities around campus, as well as promoting other clubs and events happening, which, hey, that's right up my alley. I love doing that. I always love finding people and being able to tell them, hey, you would really fit in with this group on campus. You should definitely check them out, see what you think. So yeah, I really love what their mission is and what they're trying to accomplish. And I am seeing that they have this thing called Noon Times, which happens every other Wednesday from 12 to 2 outside the Spirit Store during Comet's Cupboard. And during these times, they host interactive / passive activities like hustling, crafts, cooking, and so much more. So definitely check that out. That sounds amazing. Super fun. If you're ever like, hey, you know what? I need to go to Comet Cupboard and they don't open until 12:30. Hey, noontime, that starts at 12. So you can easily stop by, have 30 minutes to chill out, and it's not going to take you 2 hours to get through Comet Cupboard. Come on. So you can stop by afterwards, and you can just have fun. And that's amazing. Or if you want to, you can stop by it first, and then you go to Comet Cupboard, because there will be so much to go around. There's always enough to go around, because we love supporting our students around here. And we love really being able to give our students the ability to thrive here on campus. You know, unfortunately, there are some issues with being on a small campus, such as lack of ability to go to the store and get fresh fruits every day, or go to the store and get food at all every day, because you don't have a car to drive there. So unless you're going to the Dollar Tree every day, Family Dollar, or Dollar General, or even the gas station, which good luck having that many options, you're kind of out of luck on that. And on top of that, they don't charge you a thing. So really, you should be going to Comet Cupboard regardless, because that is a steal and a half. And I'll be darned if I don't get to have a deal. I love a good deal. Ooh, and they have baked goods too? Oh, so fun. So why not stop by noontime? Noontime sounds amazing. Sounds wonderful. Y'all will absolutely love it. Just like I love it. Oh my goodness. And they're just so amazing. Everything that they do. Everything that they organize. And all the various groups that they actually promote. They promote so many different things, including, but not limited to, HASA and Black Student Union having their yard show. They did post a thing about that. Oh wait, no. That was actually the homecoming after party with DJ Tate 5 and DJ Butcher. And that happened on Saturday. So Comet Activity Board posted September 25th about that. So yeah, they very much just love promoting and helping. And definitely one thing that y'all will absolutely recognize, Comet Fest, believe it or not, organized by Comet Activity Board alongside SGA, but still, it's amazing to see all the things that they do and all the things that they promote around campus. I know that JG, he is definitely a full-on supporter of Comet Activity Board, which if y'all don't know, it is not a party if JG is not there. Joshua Gillespie, for any freshmen that may not know him by his nickname. Oh my goodness. If JG is not at a party, has the party really started? That's what you have to go by when it comes to campus activities. Because if JG is there, you know it's going to be the most cool party ever. I don't know where this man gets his energy, and I love it. He is just up and excited for anything. He absolutely wants this campus to thrive and have an amazing, growing community, and I just love that energy. Every time that he's at an event, you know he's going to be at the mic. He is going to be hyping up the crowd. I love that. Absolutely amazing. So shout out to JG, who's always at Comet Activity Board events, because, you know what? I'm going to say it, even though I'm a part of my own club, arguably, Comet Activity Board does have the coolest events. I'm sorry, guys. I know that's very controversial, but it kind of is true. You know, they do have a lot of things that they organize, and they do it at such a large scale that really, who can compete with this? This is amazing. So definitely, if you're a people person, Comet Activity Board is there for you. anyone who is an extrovert or anyone who just loves organizing big events, this is your club. This is the perfect club to get involved with on campus, because then you will be absolutely having the most amazing time getting to plan all these things and seeing everyone super excited and super happy. I can't say like what they have coming up planning, but if I know Comet Activity Board, and I definitely have seen what they've been like the past few years, oh yeah, they got things planned. They have so many things planned. In fact, if I had to guess, now I can't confirm anything, but I am sure that Comet Activity Board will try to organize the haunted hallways for Halloween. So that is super fun, which, if people don't know, in previous years, we've had this thing where Greek houses sign up and they organize their house to be kind of like a spooky haunted house vibes, and then students get taken around in groups through those houses, and it's like a haunted house experience, but you go to multiple different houses, and it's so fun. It's so amazing. Oh my goodness. I've been scared so horribly at those, but it's fun. It's fun to get scared, and I loved that. It was so amazing and so wonderful to get to experience that. And I have absolutely no regrets in ever going to activities around campus. Because the activities around campus, some of them might be low-key, some of them might be large-scale, but at the end of the day, you never know what it's going to be like unless you go. You never know what you're going to be missing out on unless you go to that event. So really, you should head out there. You should get out there and see all the amazing things that Comet Activity Board has to offer and has to plan. Now, I'm sure that they will be talking about events that are upcoming at the next SGA meeting, which, if I remember correctly, it's the second Wednesday of every month this year. I believe so. I will be double checking that really quickly here, but I believe that is... Okay, so October 15th this month, that is when the next SGA meeting will be. So definitely any students that want to show up to SGA to find out about all the things that clubs are organizing, definitely go there. It is open to anyone, even just regular students that are not there for a club. You can still attend as a normal student and just sit in and hear about the things that they're planning. In my experience, those meetings usually last like 30 minutes if there's a lot to go through, but typically there's not a lot to go through. So most of the time, the bread and butter of the SGA sessions are mostly just clubs introducing themselves and saying what they're working on. And then beyond that, if there's any like announcements, those usually don't take too long. And then also, for anyone that doesn't know already, sometimes we play games at the SGA sessions, and it's like super fun. So if y'all want to like go there and are just like, ooh, I would love to play a game on a random Wednesday, definitely go there, because it's so fun. They always make sure that we do something fun during that meeting. So if you haven't already gone to an SGA session, definitely go there, because you never know, you might get in to play some games, and sometimes even prizes. Not too many prizes, but hey, and you know, most of it, it's just little nice information nuggets to get, which is so fun. We love that. We love that about SGA. We love that about Comet Activity Board. Because you know full well, Comet Activity Board, they are absolutely behind getting those activities planned. Because I think that they are associated with SGA. So SGA is the Student Government Association, but Comet Activity Board is specifically the activity coordinator of SGA, if I have that correctly. And of course, correct me if I'm wrong about that. But I believe that is like the thing that Comet Activity Board is. They're part of SGA, but also act as a separate entity to some extent. But, you know, they work with SGA, so always amazing, always fun. We love Comet Activity Board and all that they do, all that they stand for. So many different things that they do, and I'm sure there's so many different things that they're planning on doing. And as well as that, I am so sorry, I completely forgot to mention earlier in the episode when I said clubs and organization meetings, I completely forgot about the UO Rotaract Club, which completely my bad. That is on my fault. I am so sorry about that. They meet every other week, and I just saw that 2 days ago they posted on the U Olivet Rotaract Club that October 8th, 3 p.m. in the Student Center is the next time that they are meeting. And actually, when it comes to the Rotaract Club, I believe that I will be interviewing them coming up here. Let me just take a real quick look at my DMs and we can see which clubs I have for interviews coming up. Yes, so the UO Rotaract Club, I'm actually going to be interviewing next week, which that'll be super fun, and I'm so excited. I do know that Asia is a part of that. Asia, oh God, what's her last name? Asia Sherman. She is a part of that. So if you want to learn about the UO Rotaract Club, tune in next week to find out about them, because they do a little bit of similar things to Comet Activity Board, but not quite, and we'll get into that next week. But yeah, if you love organizing big events around campus, show up to Comet Activity Board and get involved with that. You will not regret it at all, I guarantee it. Because even if it's not your cup of tea, hey, you'll at least get to know about the big events happening around campus. Isn't that fun? That's pretty fun in my opinion. I think that's pretty worth it. You know, it's worth it to show up and at least try. Even if you don't necessarily find the club for you right away, you can still say, hey, I had fun and I learned something new. And that's all that really matters. And it's okay to do that. Me as a freshman, I didn't think that I would find a group that I really fit in with. But now here I am, not only a part of my own club, but hosting a podcast to help other people find the club that fits for them. And that's okay. It's not going to be a linear thing to find the group that you fit in with. But eventually, if you put yourself out there, you'll find the group for you. And you'll find that when you put yourself out there, it becomes like a second family. And that's all that really matters at the end of the day, is that you feel comfortable and you feel welcomed on campus. And that's really the beauty of clubs, is to find the people that you relate most to. And I just love that. So get out there, get involved, and I will listen to y'all next week here on the podcast, Tuesdays, 4 p.m. EST through WOCR 89.1 The One. Or if you want to, you can go to our website, WOCR891FM.com, to listen back to previously recorded episodes, not only for Cozy Clubby Corner, but other shows such as Jack's Classics, there's Comet Connect, there's Friday Night Action, there's Rockin' in the Alt, there's Unknown with Calvin Green, Monday Night Metal, Lunch Hour Hoedown, Rock O'Clock, WOCR Practicum, the Kickback Pod, the Des of Night, and Dalton Jack Show, as well as Jack Webb's Musical Mixture. I kind of said those out of order. I apologize for that. But if you want to know when those shows air live, you can go to my Instagram, Cozy Clubby Corner, underscores in between each word, and you can learn about all the times that each podcast, each show is taking place. Most of these are actually live radio shows that you can catch and even comment through our website to interact with and request songs. So definitely check them out. All of the lovely people through WOCR 89.1, they love what they do and they love sharing what they do, because all of these actually are planned and organized by students. Believe it or not, everything here is organized by students. So check all the shows out. And for Comet Activity Board, anyone that's wondering, their Instagram is Comet Activity Board, no spaces, no symbols in between there. So very simple, Comet Activity Board. Then you can get it on there and see that their bio says meetings every Thursdays, 3:30 to 5 p.m. And you can even message them to ask more questions about what they do. So definitely reach out to them, get in touch, figure out if it's something that you might be interested in, and I will listen to y'all next week. Bye! Before we conclude this episode, really quickly, I'd like to repeat the club meetings happening. We have Q&A on Mondays, 6:30 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. in Mott 108. Tuesdays, C3 meets 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. in the Cutler Student Center. Wednesdays, Earthbound meets 10 a.m. Mott 104. UO Roderick meets 3:30 p.m. in the Cutler Student Center. The Comet Activity Board meets 3:30 p.m. to 5 p.m. Comet's Cup Board, 12:30 p.m. to 4:30 p.m. Pride and Place at 3 p.m. And then finally, on Thursday, BSU, 5:30 p.m. to 6:30 p.m. And QTV happening 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. You can find all of these dates and times over on my Instagram at cozy_clubby_corner. And I'm Madison Ellis, and you were listening to Cozy Clubby Corner. Have a lovely day, and go get involved on campus, UO. That's all for today, folks. So go out there, find your club, create your own club, or if you're not sure, then tune in next week to learn more about everything this cozy little campus has to offer.